ang kapatid na Felix Manalo ang sugo ng Panginoon Diyos sa mga huling araw. At sa mga patotoo mismo ng Panginoon Diyos at ng ating Panginoong Hesukristo, maging ng mga apostol. Meron po bang hula o paunang pahayag na nakasulat sa Biblia na nagpapatotoo?
Meron po. At ito po ay mababasa natin, mga kaibigan, dito po sa Isaias 43:5 hanggang 6. Dito po sa isang salin ng Biblia na kung tawagin ay God's Word, na nakasulat po dito sa Mateo, sa 24:3 at 33. Ang unang palatandaan po na ibinigay ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo ay digmaan na aalingaw-ngaw sa magandang balita Biblia, kapatid na Jello, ang banggit doon sa Mateo 24:6. Ang katuparan po ng digmaang ito, mga kaibigan, ay ang unang digmaang pandaigdig na sumiklab po noong Hulyo 27, 1914. Sa makatwid, mga kaibigan, nang sumiklab ang unang digmaang pandaigdig, ay simula na po ng panahong mga wakas ng lupa.
Felix Manalo was not sent by God, nor one that was sent by God, or Jesus that rejected the existing church and keep on rejecting and allying to different sects. The word sent has a translation in Tagalog as number 1, siniguro number 2, intusan. Sinugor means was sent that comes from the one who sent, while the intusan is either comes from the one who sent or not. The word sinugor is referable to the Christ, while the intusan is both referable to the Christ, the God Jesus, and to the Messiah, the man Jesus. Such a tremendous shame of saying as was justified by God and Jesus and by the apostles that Felix Manalo was sent by God. If Felix Manalo was sent by God, then why God and Jesus did not mention the name of Felix or even the Philippines as to make us hint for a Felix Manalo? While Muhammad there is a hint, though not mentioning the name of Muhammad in mother of the book the Bible, but was mentioned in Quran, that Jesus reveals to Israel that he will send Muhammad. That Isaiah 43 referring to Jacob called to Israel, that verse 5-6 that means God will gather all the Israelites from every point of earth, because the judgment days is so near, because God will save the Israel from the hands of Lucifer and Lucifer's instruments. As the woman, Israel, will flee the wilderness to be saved from Lucifer's hands, as be taken care by God for 2.5 years. And about that Matthew 24 verse 3, it is not about verse 33, because the verse 33 is about the beginning of tribulation or judgment days, and it is not end of the earth but end of the age. The heaven and earth will not be vanished, those who read the Bible just can understand what they are reading. There is a writing that the heaven and earth will not be vanished. And about Matthew 24 verse 3 it is not yet the beginning of the end of the age. It was clearly stated in Matthew 24 verse 6, you will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Must not be alarmed as it is just a sign, as these will happen, but the end of the age is still to come, as was clear in Bible that the end of the age will start days after the said 1,000 years. It is even he said 1,000 is not occurring yet, because if the 1,000 years is already occurring there will be a quiet peace, because Lucifer the deceiver and destroyer of what God's was being locked in abyss. Although those bad will continue to be bad. That Isaiah 46 verse 11 is the execution of judgment days or tribulation, so how could it be that it is about Felix Manalo? The East is Israel, because originally Israelis of the Middle East, because the bird of prey is Jesus, he killed all who disbelieved, so it is not about preaching, so how could it be that it is Felix Manalo? And the far off land is the same Israel, the same Jesus, as it is just means the God, referring to the nations that someone was sent to them from the land which is far from them. That Isaiah 24 verse 15 is about after the tribulation, the nations in the east, mainly the Israel, will gives glory to the Lord, and in the islands of the sea, meaning those islands or nations in the sea will exalt the Lord. That is not about Felix Manalo or Elias Oriano, but it is about the islands or nations in the sea. So how could it Felix Manalo was sent in the last days if the last days is not occurring yet, as Manalo was already? These people has no shame, they are constructively misinterpreting the writing in the Bible just to be adapted to their motives.